Days live. Y'all come on in here. I am sitting in my yard sipping on some tea. And let's spill the tea. Let's talk about it. 20 years life after 20 years of marriage. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, y'all. 20 years in the company. Let's talk about it. Y'all, I'm outside, so if you hear cars riding by, if you hear music, I don't own the rights to it. Let's talk about it. So, hey y'all, welcome to my channel. Welcome to all my new subscribers. Welcome back to all my A1s from day ones. I am Angie. I'm your hope dealer, your purpose pusher. All things are created with you in mind. So, on your way in, please thumbs up this live stream. Please share it out, tell a neighbor, and tell a friend. And so, June has a lot of things going on. There's so many things going on in the month of June, or there was so many things going on in the month of June. And so I am opening the floor for questions about marriage, 20 years of marriage, life after 20 years of marriage. Um, am I still in love? Do I still view marriage the same way? Have we ever considered getting a divorce? Do we always agree? All these different questions. People have asked me, how do my husband and I stay married for as long as we did? Or as, hey, my sister. People ask, how do we, how do we make it work? You know, and it's a lot being married. And I thank God for my marriage and my husband. And as I was saying earlier, so many things happened in the month of June. We have, first of all, it is National Black Music Month. And then they've also, hey, they've also deemed it as Pride Month. And then we had Juneteenth, we had Father's Day, and so many things that happened in the month of June. And so my husband and I celebrated our 20th wedding anniversary. Not to mention, I am a Juneteenth bride. Had no idea. Shout out to the 17 people in the live stream. Please thumbs me up on your way in. How do you thumbs me up? Hit those three dots at the bottom left hand corner, and it'll show you to thumbs me up. You're amazing, point blank, period. Oh, you are, thank you. And so I didn't know that I was a Juneteenth bride, and didn't even know that Juneteenth was a thing until about 2017, 2018 is when I realized that Juneteenth was a thing. So y'all, can y'all calibrate the live? We got 12 people watching and 3 thumbs up. This is not going to be a long live because I got 28% on my phone. Um, Thank you. Y'all are amazing together, point blank. Baby, we have always been, I would say, amazing together, but I didn't always realize that. My husband and I have been together for 30 years, but we've been married for 20. No, we've been together. Yeah, my son is 31. And so I met him when I was 17 and I married him when I was 26. So that's how long we have been together. We were teenagers. We were in our teens. We were in our 20s. Hey, Shannon. You looking so sweet. Oh, thank you. My husband thinks that as well. Hi, how are you? MD, Raw Jaw, and Ronan. How are you, BB? Hey, OG Brand, how are you? It is 24 people watching. Can we get 7 thumbs up? 24 people watching and 7 thumbs up. Can we calibrate the live? I would be so grateful if you did. If you happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and your faces surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. So, it's been a whole lot over the years. When will I find my true love? When will you find your true love? Um, Shannon, I don't know if you are a male or female. I can barely see your your I am. It's still warm though. Thank you, Miss Newton, for timing them out. Where are you from? I am from the US of A. I'm from the US of A. I am a male. Well, I'm a Christian and I'm a firm believer and I stand by my biblical principles that a man findeth a wife findeth a good thing. And I believe in preparation. I believe that a man should be prepared to be a husband. You know, are you prepared to be a husband? Do you have a career? Do you have a home? Are you looking to be married? Do you desire to have a wife? Because I would say talk to God about it. Because I believe when the Lord leads us, when we tell the Lord what we want or we ask God for something specific, I think He starts preparing you to receive what you want. I believe He starts preparing you to receive what you want. So if you want a wife, or those of you that are women, and if you want a husband, prepare yourself to receive your husband. Prepare yourself to receive your wife. And you ask God how. Um You know, I believe that God prepares us. Now, I'm a Christian. I've always been a Christian. I am a redeemed Christian, meaning I have accepted Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. So I am living biblical principles. I am an ordained evangelist. But at the same time, when I got married, I wasn't Christian. I was Christian, but I wasn't saved. I wasn't living a devoted life. Not right now. Like I need a G girlfriend who supports me and I want to marry her in the future. Well, what do you mean by support? Because support means a lot of things. Do you want somebody to support you financially? Do you want them to support you physically, mentally? You know, support means a lot of things. And I believe in dating and being honest and being real, being 100% who you are. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't think you should. The one thing that I would say is I was a teenager when I met my husband. And so there was, when you're younger, some people don't, but for me, I wanted him in my life and I loved him. So some things I let go. Some things I let go as a teenager because I wanted him. And so I made myself be the person that he wanted instead of being who Angela really is. Like support my decisions and support me in tough times. That makes sense. That's a good thing. After 20 years of marriage, me and my husband have grown in our communication skills, but we don't always see eye to eye on a lot of things. Sometimes I do feel lonely, so I need someone to be with. Baby, marriage is not an antidote for loneliness. Because you can be married and still be lonely. And that's why it's so important to talk to God and have him send you that spouse. Shannon, what you just said, pray and talk to God. Tell God, say, Lord, I want somebody to support my decisions and support me in tough times. Tell him you're being so specific. I want to be married and not feel lonely. Y'all ain't put no lotion on my face. I'm not on this live. Tell them what you want. Be specific. Have you and your husband ever been through arguments? Baby, have we? We've argued, we've fussed. There's times where I packed my bags and I left. Yes, be happy with yourself before you can make somebody else happy. And you got to be 100% honest with yourself no matter what. Tell the truth. It don't matter how much it hurts you. It doesn't matter how much it hurts the other person. Be honest 100%. Don't fake and don't be phony. Because if a person really love you, you can work through anything. Have you and your husband ever been through arguments? Yes, we argue all the time. Hi, MD. My husband and I, again, like I just said, we think so different. My husband is a numbers guy. He's straightforward. He's like paper in hand. Like he's one of those type of people. Me, I'm that happy go lucky, trust God, walk in the clouds. Now, I'm not saying that my husband don't have faith, and I'm not saying that my husband don't trust God. What I'm saying is our personalities are totally different, literally. Um, and so sometimes it causes us to have conflict. He was raised different than I was. We were raised with my grandmama pastor, but not. We was raised in church. For birthdays, we had birthday parties. For Christmases, we had gifts. We celebrated holidays. Every July 4th, we got a new outfit. We had our hair done. We had a barbecue. Every Memorial Day, we kept our hair done. We got a new outfit. We celebrated whether we had a barbecue at home, whether we went to the beach. We celebrated life growing up. On the other hand, my husband's mom passed away when he was 11. When he was 10 or 11 years old, he was the second child out of four. And so his mom passed away when he was young. And so he didn't have that kind of love that my family had. He didn't have that closeness because nobody's going to love you like your mother. And so his upbringing was a little bit different from mine. So when he came into our family, he fell in love with my family because it was almost, hey, Nancy, welcome. He fell in love with my family just like it was his because my mom received him. My mom was his second mom. And again, think about it. His mom died when he was like 10 or 11 years old. He met me when he was 18 and I was 17. And so my mom was in his life more than his biological mother. And my mom loved on my husband just like he was my husband's son. So the love that he felt from our family, he didn't have that. So when birthdays came and I didn't get a gift, I was devastated. When his birthday came, it didn't matter to him whether he got a gift because that's not how he grew up. Hey, Kieran, have you ever experienced troubles throughout life? Absolutely. The Bible says, as long as man that was born of a woman will always have troubles. Yes, that's how my mom was, Nancy. My mom and my dad took my husband in just like they birthed him. And even with my brother's wife, took her in, loved her in, just like they birthed. My sister's fiance, that's how our family was. They were lovable people. They just loved on people and loved them just like if they treat their child right and they treated me right. Yes, my dad had his own business and he was not even hiring. My husband lost his job, and guess what? My dad gave my husband a job when he didn't even have a position for my husband and paid my husband good money. So a lot of times when you say you experience troubles and things like that, and for the one that doesn't want to be lonely, you're going to experience trouble. There's things that we don't agree on. A few years ago, I had weight loss surgery, and my husband was upset. He did not want me to get it. He did not support me in it, none whatsoever. But I did it for me. Was it something for us to divorce over? No, but it was a major disagreement. And I had to learn how to talk to my husband. And he had to learn to talk to me over the years. Because, when you together for so long, you sometimes neglect. You get common with a person. So you almost forget that there's a level of respect that you have to give your spouse because you're with them every day, all day. You know, um, if my husband, for the single women that are good afternoon, hey auntie, mama, we're talking about marriage, and honey, I know you've been married for a long time, but you want Uncle Daddy, and so even in the troubles in our marriage, we talked about divorce. My nephew's here, y'all, so he might pop up. We talked about divorce. We've talked about divorce. We threw the word around. Me, every time I would get upset, I would be like a child, throwing a temper tantrum and want to pack my bags and want to leave. That baby, my husband is a whole grown man. Temper tantrums ain't gonna work for him. But that was me, and I didn't even realize, even when it came to conversation and learning how to talk to him. My husband had to teach me how to talk to him. My husband had to teach me how to talk to him. You want to say hi? What you need something?
I was just gonna ask you, when is Shay gonna get here?
Is Shay picking you up today?
Yeah, but he said,
Well, it's still early, so they're probably at work. Okay. That's my nephew. I'm on auntie duty. And so I had to learn how to I was like that in the beginning of our marriage too. I had to learn how to talk to him. And even one time before, y'all, I worked as when I was working, um, one of the pharmacists and I had got kind of close, and she was the African pharmacist, and she kind of like checked me. And she was like, do you talk to your husband the way you talk to people here? Because if you do, it's no wonder that he treats you the way he does. So my husband had to check me, and I had to literally hear how I was talking to him, because I wasn't talking to him, y'all. I was talking at him, talking to him like a child. The biggest thing that I have learned out of 20 years of marriage is to respect my husband. Hands down. Never disrespect your husband. Period. I don't care where you are. I don't care who you with. I don't care who you in front of. Never disrespect your husband. I have learned that so many years, and I've learned not to go talk to other people about your husband. I don't care if it's your family. Why? Because your family will say something negative against your husband, and you look at them sideways like, don't talk about him like that. They'll start looking at him sideways and judging him for the things that you said, maybe out of your hurtfulness or maybe out of your angerness. Nancy said, there's no shame. Marriage is a partnership. The important thing is to learn how to love each other and how to grow together. Absolutely, Nancy. You said it. I mean, don't disrespect your husband. Even if he talked to you like a child in front of people. Even if he talked to you like a child in front of your children, do not disrespect your husband. Go and deal with it aside. I remember my son is 31 now. And I remember when he was younger. And his dad would say things to me that he didn't realize was offensive in front of my son. But I felt as though it was disrespectful. And I would talk to, when we would go to bed that night, I would tell him, I wouldn't say it in a nice way, but I was like, don't you never talk to me like that in front of my son. Don't you give. The thing about parenting is our kids are watching us. And so if you give the enemy a foothold by disrespecting your husband, or your husband disrespecting you in front of the children, it makes the kids think it's okay for them to do that to either one of you. And that is not okay. They don't know that it's not okay. They don't know it's not okay. As parents, we have to teach our children how to live in society. And so we have to learn how to be respectful to one another. We have to learn how, y'all thumbs this live out and share it, thumbs it up and share it out. Because I'm going to do more marriage segments, because I said I want to start bringing marriage to my channel. And I hope you guys watched yesterday's vlog. If not, go check it out. And I got another one that's coming up for you guys tomorrow. So go check that vlog out if y'all haven't already. I think it's at 35 views. Can we get it up to 100? Is that possible? I'll be so super psyched. And the thumbs up, at least the 25 thumbs up. But we teach respect early. And there was a question. I don't know if I want to use. I'm gonna write down some topics and some questions that I have seen floating on Facebook, and I have responded to some of those. So I want to bring some of those questions over here, and let's talk about it and see what you guys think. Tell me what y'all think um, about different questions, because the role of a wife and the role of a husband is defined by the household. Society don't dictate how your house run. You and your husband dictates how your house run. Auntie Mama said, "My husband and I grew up without grandparents, and it was nothing but respect taught to us." Absolutely. My grandmom had a big hand in raising us. Why? Because my mother had 4 children by the time she was the age of 21. So that's why I am the way that I am. Because my grandmom had a big hand in raising me with our grandparents. Gotcha. Yes. So a lot of things that we deal with today, our grandparents, it was about respect. It was about respect for an individual. And a lot of times, as a wife, it seems like you have to know your spouse. What does your spouse want from you? And me and my husband has been through so many rocky things, y'all. I'm telling you, the enemy has thrown so many fiery darts at us. And being young in marriage, got married at 26, I didn't know how to be a wife. I didn't. Who knows how to be a wife? My and divorce was not an option. In my marriage, my parents were married until death did them part. My grandparents were married until death do them part. Granted, my mom didn't marry my father, but I had a wonderful stepfather. Rest in peace, Daddy. And I had my first Father's Day without him this year. And he took care of my mother. And for you guys out there that are single and have children, my stepfather married my mom with 4 children that were not his. 4 children that were not his. And he took us in and he raised us just like it was his sperm that seeded my mom. Uncle Daddy and I dated 5 years before we got married. 17, 18, 19, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Shoot, it was about 10 years for us. 10 years for us. And we were young. And the thing about it is, we had planned to get married in 2000. When the millennium changed, we had planned to get married. And the millennium changed. We were together as boyfriend and girlfriend for about 4.5 years. And then we broke up for a little while. And we did the back and forth thing for years. We did the back and forth things for years. We would together break up. We would together break up. He had a girlfriend, I had a boyfriend, but we would still be sneaking around with each other on the side, all those kind of things. And then finally, the last go round, I was tired of the back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Because guess what, ladies? A man is going to do what you allow him to do. And the friends with benefits, that went out the door long ago. And if you are looking to settle down, if you are looking to marry, it's not a friends with benefits. We can go on a date, but look, I'm dating to be married. If you want a husband, if you want a wife, put all the cards on the table. If that person tell you that they're not ready to be married, then guess what? Don't date them no more. Because I feel like so many marriages went in a divorce if people would just be 100% honest. Be honest. Don't string a person along because you lonely. And don't settle because you lonely. Move on. Be honest if you want to be married. Hey, look, I'm looking to be married. And they say they're not, then move on. Do not waste your time. Don't pity pat with them. That's right. Date to get married. Dating is a vetting process. I'm going to see where your head at. And if you pass the first go round, then we'll go on another date. But let me tell y'all something. A lot of times we ignore the signs. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Newton. Nancy Pring says big facts. Date to be married. Yes. Yes. And it's true. A man knows. And he not gonna leave you alone. He's not gonna leave you alone. Respect goes a long way. And again, what I had, the next time I do this, I'm gonna write my points down so I can stay on track on the things that I want to share with y'all. Because there's so many things that I experienced as a wife. I remember one time I watched she's a comedian, Monique. Monique had made a comment and I did a video on that way back on probably 2 or 3 years ago on my channel right to this day. Monique said that her husband raised her. And she had made a comment talking about her husband raised her. And I'm like, baby, my husband ain't raising me because I'm a grown woman. You married a grown woman, so you can't raise me twice. He sure not. And he refused to lose you, so he put that ring on it. Absolutely. And you know what? How I didn't have that grand proposal. He didn't invite me on a date. He didn't invite me on a date. We didn't have no candlelight flowers. Have I ever been through depression? Absolutely, I have. I'm battling some things right now, but talking to y'all brightens up my day. Talking to y'all about my life and my experiences helps me get through. But yes, I've been through depression. When my mom passed away, I couldn't even lift my head up off that pillow. There were times in my marriage that things was going so rough. I felt like if I would just die, my life would be done. It was better, I thought, to die than continue living my life as a wife and a mother. And I was going to work every day. So yes, I've been depressed. I've been suicidal. Matter of fact, I have been hospitalized because of suicide, trying to attempt to people say unalive. No grand proposal here either. When my husband met me, he said, "You are my wife." Oh, me and my husband was arguing. We was smack dead in the middle of an argument. Oh yeah. We was arguing. And I was like, I'm sick of this. I'm over it. Baby, you going on about your business. I'm going on about mine. Because this friends with benefits ain't working no more. Because I know what I'm doing. So I know what I'm doing. We not committed to one another. What are you doing? And we ain't committed to nobody, to each other. So it was over for me. This is it. You got to go. Oh, thank you, Ray. It was over for me. I said, no more. Baby, look, you go ahead your way and you go ahead mine. Have you ever had troubles with your neighbors? No. Where we live at right now, I really don't have a neighbor. What you see right there is woods. What you see in front of me
Woods.
is woods. So, no. Behind my house is woods. Now, I do have neighbors in front of me. But no, I don't have any problem with them. None whatsoever. None at all. I have good neighbors. Now, there's other people that live back here in my development that I don't know. But no, I don't have any problems with my neighbors. And they don't want to have problems with us. And I love it. I love it. I have deer. I have a possum. We have an owl in the tree one year. We had a chicken hawk in my yard one year. An otter in my yard one year. Because I live, yes, Judah. Because I live right across from a pond. So where there's water, there's all kind of life. So yeah, guys, marriage is not an easy defeat. But yes, I've been depressed. I want to leave my husband. I want to separate from my husband. The one time, baby, look, I packed up my stuff and moved out of our bedroom and moved into our extra bedroom. Jojo mom said hi, Juju. He said hi.
JoJo anyway.
From school.
I don't know.
Auntie mama said, hey, Juju.
Hi.
You want to come say hey?
Yes.
He's digging in the sand, in the dirt.
Hello.
This is my nephew, y'all. My sister is out on business, so I have him for, well, tomorrow. I think I had him since Sunday.
Yeah.
So he'll be leaving me tomorrow.
Nice.
But yeah, so marriage is what you make it. And before I close out this live, I don't want my phone to die. And I started with like 30 something percent and I'm at 17% now. But just your marriage is your marriage. Whatever happens in your marriage is between you and your spouse. Keep your kids out of it. Is the weather really hot where you are? Today it's 90 degrees. And y'all, I don't usually have my arms and stuff out, but I don't even care. It's thick girl acceptance era. So I'm learning to accept me, flaws, and all my imperfections, all my impurities. It is what it is. Big back out, thick thighs rubbing. That's what we do. As long as, I'm not showing too much cleavage and showing off my husband's goodies, because these are his goodies. Mama said, amen, I'm thick, baby. Honey, these thighs is thick. And so, yeah, so marriage is what you make it. My husband and I been married for 20 years. My mom and dad were married about, if they were still living, I think about 30 something years. Altogether, there's over 100 years of marriage in my family. We have a history of death do us part. And that's rare. I know that's right. You can be, y'all, I want a tattoo. I want a tattoo right across this shoulder. I wish that they could sedate me and do it. If they could sedate me and do it, I would do it. But the one that I want, we've been married 40 years. Dang, Auntie Mama. Miss Newton, how long have you and your husband been married? Yes, I do. Say what? Yes. 40 years? That's 20 more years for me and the hubs. Any more questions about marriage? Because I'm just saying, baby, keep your marriage between you and your husband. It'll be 13 years in September. Awesome. That is great. So we got 40, 60, we got 73 years of marriage on this live stream. Who else on here is married and how long? 40 years, Auntie Mama. 20 years for me. That's 60. 13 for Miss Newton. That's 73 years of marriage. You tell me God ain't good. That is great. God is good. And every one of our marriages is different. Uncle Daddy always keeps me laughing. Me too. My husband keep me laughing all the time. He is so, so funny. And I love that about him. I mean, he keeps me laughing on every single day. He keeps me laughing. That husband of mine, he is so hilarious. And I'm trying to get him to do a sit down talk with us Sunday with the Smiths and talk about different topics because he is funny, but he is very wise. He is a very wise man and he knows a lot. Yes. So I can honestly say all the times, even before marriage, that we were apart, it was always on me. My husband is crazy LOL with his dad jokes. I didn't realize, Miss Newton, how much I know, right? I didn't realize how outspoken and funny your husband was until your housewarming. I didn't realize that he was that funny and that outspoken. He was really in his element. He was really excited at the housewarming. So I didn't even really. He was very outspoken, very stern. Like it seems like he keeps y'all. When I say y'all, please don't take it disrespectfully. But when I say y'all, he seems like he keeps the house in order, and that he don't. Them kids don't play when it comes to him. How was your first anniversary with you and your husband? Oh my God, let me think. Oh my God. Our first anniversary. I really, truly do not remember, to be honest, because I know that we froze the top of our cake. And I know that we had dinner and we shared the cake because tradition is to save the first part of the cake and to freeze it. And then your first anniversary, you eat it. So, and we never had a honeymoon. We had a beautiful wedding, but we did not have a honeymoon. We never had a honeymoon. Y'all hear them birds? Yes, they are good questions. I don't even remember. To be honest, all I know is we did eat the first piece of cake. We did eat the cake. I do remember that. But we never had an anniversary. I mean, we never had a honeymoon, but we did we had a nice church wedding. And we did go through marriage counseling. Some people don't do marriage counseling this nowadays, but we did marriage counseling because the pastor that was going to marry us required it. And he was really strict on who he married. Do you and your husband have a favorite place to go? Um my husband, as far as like a vacation place or a place to hang out, not necessarily. My husband loved Dairy Queen and we all like ice cream. So a lot of times me and him will get in the truck and go get Dairy Queen, and our Dairy Queen is by a river. So we'll go sit by the river and we'll eat ice cream at Dairy Queen. We also like Applebee's. So we would go to Applebee's a lot. My husband really just started getting back out since COVID, but I've been going places regardless. Um, and when we first got married, we was poor. We did not have a lot of money. We really did not have a lot of money at all. So we planned our married wedding for like 2 years. We didn't have to pay for the church. Thank God for Jesus. The catering we did. My family catered. We paid for the hall. We paid for the decorations. My family blessed me and my husband. So it wasn't too much that we had to pay out of pocket. My brother-in-law bought our wedding rings. My parents paid for the wedding, literally. My wedding dress was $500 and I still have it. $500 20 years ago. Can you imagine how much a wedding dress is now? And I still have that wedding dress hanging right in my closet. Yes, we did the same thing. Let me see. We did marriage counseling. Auntie Mama said yes. We did the same thing. We got married in the courthouse and one overnight stay in the hotel. Never had a real honeymoon. Miss Newton says Angie got me loving Texas Roadhouse. Baby, look. We did Applebee's a lot. Did you and your husband have any vows? We didn't write any vows specifically. We just followed the vows in the Bible. Um, we just basically did the regular death to you part, sickness and health. We just went with traditional vows for the traditional church wedding. And I wore a white dress even though I was not a virgin. Nah, I wasn't a virgin, but I wore a white dress by my choice. Um Something else I wanted to say. I forgot what it was. I forgot what it was. I had my own reception, and we live in an apartment, and our reception was in our apartment. Do you have any favorite films to watch with your husband? We were big movie buffs. And so back in the day when DVD players came out and when DVDs were new, we have, not had, we have a very extensive movie collection because we would always buy the newest movie. Every Tuesday, a new DVD was released at Walmart. So we would go buy a new movie. Every new release that came out, we purchased it. So some of the things that we really loved and we watched together was The Lord of the Rings. We have all of the Lord of the Rings. We watched like the Saws, but y'all I couldn't get past the Saws. We have extensive collection sitting right here in this shed, even VHS, y'all. I still have a VCR player. So yes, his favorite movie was Rosewood. So we would watch Rosewood. My favorite movie is The Color Purple. So we like a lot of movies. And like last year for our wedding anniversary, I think we just had a good dinner and we watched a series on Tubi. You ever seen Mean Girls? I think I have. Didn't Mean Girls? It's a couple series. Rosewood. My husband is he loves Vin Reams. He loved Vin Reams. So the only movie that Vin Reams played in that he didn't like was Holiday Heart. But he's an avid Vin Reams fan. Now yes, absolutely. Our wedding is still on a VHS. And as a matter of fact, on one of these cool days, I might get in there and pull that VCR out of there and our wedding and look at it. Because we look at it sometimes and laugh. It's been some years since we looked at it. But we are avid movie watchers and we have our favorites and we watch a lot. Some things my husband like, I'm not watching that girly movie. Some things like that he wouldn't watch. He don't some things he don't care for. But we are avid movie watchers. So we do watch it. We had movie nights on a regular basis at our house. That's what some of the things we did. We had popcorn, pizza, and movies. That was some of the things that we did and spending time together as husband and wife and with my son because we didn't have money to go out a lot of places. And even having pizza and popcorn was a treat because we pay bills. And if my husband said, no, we can't have pizza, then we didn't have pizza. So there's a whole lot of things. I think I was talking about Monique when she was saying her husband raised her. My husband didn't raise me. My husband didn't raise me, but he has contributed to making me a better woman. He has contributed to making me a better woman because he has caused me to see myself. He has caused me to see things in me that other people see that I wouldn't. So that would cause me to become a better person. Work on my attitude, work on my temper, work on how I respond to people, work on how I respond to things because it's like a mirror. Your husband should be a mirror. Your spouse should be a reflection. When you look at your husband, he should be able to reflect himself off you. And when your wife look at you, vice versa. You guys should be able to be a reflection. So if you can't see who you are through your husband and your husband can't see who you are through him, then that's how you become better people. You ever at any dictators in your community? I'm sorry, I don't know what you're asking. You ever at any dictators in you community? My husband has contributed to me being a better woman as well. Really? Because he was like, he'll say, even if I'm on a phone call with somebody and he'd be like, babe, the way you responded to that wasn't right. So how do you know what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right if no one's showing you, even as an adult? Just because you're an adult, it doesn't mean you have arrived. Just because you are an adult, it doesn't mean that you have arrived. So there's so many things, and some things my husband say to me I don't like. And I'm like, I don't think I said, no, that is not me. He was like, oh yeah. The way you talk to them, I see why you get the feedback you get. If that's how you So he has really contributed to me being a better person. No, he didn't raise me, but he has had a hand in developing me as a woman. I honestly would not have had my license if it hadn't been for my husband. I remember when you got him. And if you're with a person and they're not making you better, I'm not saying leave that person. You know, you should be able to have what your favorite place to go shopping. Here lately, I've been liking Target. And go watch my vlog from yesterday, y'all, because it's some Target in there. And tomorrow's vlog has Target in it as well. So I have started watching a lot of YouTubers go to Target, and I'm like, let me go to this Target and see that place. I love it. The place, the prices are a little expensive, but if you know what your intentions are, then you won't go over. Like um, I went in looking for a certain thing. Oh, sorry. You gotta get their clothes selection is amazing. Especially for plus size, y'all. My bra, amazing. 20 bucks. Y'all see in that next vlog, a pair of my favorite jeans ever came from Target. And I didn't even know. What what's your favorite singer? Me. Who's my favorite singer? Me. I love music a whole lot. And my favorite gospel artist at one time, I think, was Tasha Cobbs. When I did listen to R&B and hip hop a lot, I love Usher Raymond. I used to love Mary J. Blige. Tasha Cobbs. But she's shifting up on me a little bit. Right now, I'm loving Maverick City, Chandler Moore. I'm an avid music lover, and I love to sing. So I like to think of myself as a very ambitious, outgoing. No, she isn't. What would be your favorite place to visit in the world? Oh my God, I have never gone on a cruise, and I want to go on a cruise. But the
I
one
never
place
went on a cruise before.
you never went on one before either. We need to go, don't we? I think so. Oh yeah, I like CC too. She's not my number one, but there's a lot of songs that she sing that I do like. I really want to go to Jamaica. I want to go to Dubai. And the number one place on my list, y'all, where I want to go is to Africa. I want to go to Lagos. I want to go to Nigeria. Yes. Jamaica, Dubai. I need to get started because I'm not getting any younger. I'm 46 years old. So I want to go on a cruise. I want to go to Jamaica. I want to go to Africa, to Nigeria and Lagos. And I want to go to, did I say Dubai already? Dubai.
Yeah.
I would love to go to Vegas. I've never been there. And I also would like to go to New Orleans. Honey, I love to travel. My husband is a homebody. He'll never fly, he says. He'll never cruise. But hopefully, maybe I can convince him otherwise. But people like what they like. Huh? Do you like the country? Yep, I live in the country. Born and raised, baby. Well, actually, I was born in Washington, D.C., but I was raised in the country. Like, we got cornfields. We had chickens growing up. We had pigs.
Pig?
Yes. We had hogs. We had big pigs. We had chickens. My grandma was a dog breeder. Um, yeah. So we had dogs, we had chickens. Honey, we country. We country style. But anyway, y'all, it is 3:30. I've been on here almost 1 hour. It's been amazing chatting with you guys. Stay hydrated and stay warm. I mean, stay cool. Stay hydrated and stay cool. It is really, really hot. Oh, y'all got a puppy? Oh, awesome. We had several
Comment down
pets.
below if you like puppies.
But it's been real. We will have more marriage talks like this. And there are some I don't know when it's gonna be. I was thinking about setting a certain time to talk about marriage because I was telling Miss Newton. Oh, she said I love puppies, Juju, Miss Newton. What is your son name that's in his class? Ain't it JoJo?
Or Josiah.
Josiah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Josiah. It's Miss Newton's. His mama's on here. Josiah just got a puppy. The UK, I don't know much about. I don't know much about it. So I don't know if I was to like it. So I feel like marriage is a good topic to talk about. And I wanted to incorporate it more into my vlogs and more into my channel and things like that. And so the next time we come back, which I don't know when it'll be, but yeah, I do want to do more on marriage. I may do some more videos about marriage and what I learned throughout the process as a wife. Some years ago, I used to have a group called Unified Wives. And the Lord laid it on my heart, and we used to do different things. What's for dinner? I'm thinking chicken and waffles, but I'm not sure. I took out some chicken drumettes, and I have some waffle. I can always make up an easy waffle mix, but I don't know. I don't know. I have to take my son to work, so we may be getting some Taco Bell. You like Taco Bell? Not that much.
Let me see. Use the bathroom. I don't know.
Oh, he said Taco Bell makes him use the bathroom. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Neither one of us is hungry because we just ate lunch. So I guess we'll decide. I guess we'll decide later what we're gonna eat. We'll decide later what we're gonna eat. And I still got leftover crabs for Sunday. We got crabs and stuff from Sunday.
Not
And
even first came.
and y'all, guess what? I'm gonna do a cooking video for y'all. Or I might do live. But you know those great big shrimp that B Love? Those great big shrimp that B Love used to eat on her channel? Ooh, I use all my chicken breasts. But that's a great idea. I guess I can do it with chicken thighs too. I got some of them big jumbo shrimp
Mhm.
like B Love
Like a
had.
jumbo fish.
We can all agree we all love food. Yes. Faith food family over here, baby. Is it Kieron or Chiron? Baby, go check out my food list. Baby, you see a lot of food. I have over 1,400 videos and live streams within the last 6 years. I've been on YouTube for 6 years. And I've done cooking videos. I've done right now, it's just vlogs. And I'm working on doing ministry. Girl, I got them from Fat Boys. Fat Boys in Salisbury.
What's it like, Kita?
They are bigger than my hand, girl. They are so big.
Almost bigger than my head.
They are. I showed it to Juju, and he was like, "Whoa!"
I was like, hmm?
And so my husband and I was deciding on what we
And then
wanted to
I
do
just
with them.
realized that was my favorite seafood.
He loves shrimps, and he didn't even know that it was a shrimp. I'm like, Juju, look, it was so big. He never seen one that big before.
No, in my whole entire life, never.
So we are going to stuff them. Fat Boys is in Salisbury, back off Ocean City Road. It's like on the old back roads. Their crabs weren't that great. I don't know if we'll get crabs from them again as far as allowing them steam them. But I think for my husband's birthday, we're going to go back and get their snow crab legs, their frozen ones, because those things were so pretty. When I tell you, they had the prettiest snow crab legs, and they had whole, the little bodies with all the legs on them. Oh, baby, we done already talked about the recipe. I'm going to show them to y'all. I might make them live. If I don't make them live, they're going to be in one of the vlogs. We had snow crab legs for Father's Day. Did we? Yes. We had snow crab legs, shrimp. Oh, we had a whole bunch of stuff from Father's Day. We had porterhouse. We had porterhouse steak. We had snow crab legs. We had, oh my God, I know you seen that double egg with bacon topped with that fried shrimp. Macaroni and cheese. And I think we had collard greens and cornbread. We had a big Father's Day dinner for my husband. Yes, yes. I still got your flash water in my car. Did you forget about it, Miss Newton? Oh wow. Have you ever had a high school boyfriend? I sure did. I had a high school boyfriend. My husband was my high school boyfriend. We didn't go to the same school. When I met my husband, he was 18. I was 17. I was a junior. My husband and I went to prom together. Yes, I had a high school boyfriend. I had a boyfriend before my husband. Oh, that's what you call true love. The way me and my husband met was so weird because it wasn't like we went to the same high school. It wasn't like we met in a club. It was none of that. I met my husband one day. I think I had stayed home from school that day. And so I didn't get dressed all day long. I had on like some back in the day when I was smaller, I would wear boys boxers as shorts. So I had on like there it is. And I had on a shirt that matched. Never combed my hair or anything, and I heard the ice cream truck outside. And so I went outside to the ice cream truck, and one of the girls in my neighborhood that I knew, he was in the car with her. And so she stopped after the ice cream truck left, she stopped and was talking to me. And he was in the car with her. And so Later on that day, she called me and was like, her cousin wanted my phone number, or her cousin wanted to talk to me. And so it's been history. It's been history ever since. But my phone is dying, y'all. It says, "What's your favorite ice cream flavor?" Juju, what's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Chocolate.
My favorite really is peanut butter and no, my favorite ice cream in the whole wide world is butter almond, which I cannot seem to find. I love butter almond ice cream. Next to that is peanut butter, and next to that is salted caramel. We love ice cream over here. We are avid ice cream eaters. We had ice cream Saturday, and I think we should get some ice cream today. Don't you agree?
Mhm.
I think we should go
Cause
to.
it is hot out here.
It is hot out here.
It's
I
like
agree.
1900 degrees out here.
So we love ice cream, and guess what? I'm lactose intolerant. My husband love ice cream too.
That's
Girl,
understandable.
that butter almond is life. Frozen Farmer, yes. We was at Frozen Farmer on Saturday. I got 2 scoops. I got the peanut butter cup and the salted caramel. Ooh, pretzel. Oh my god, that was amazing. Juju got the peanut butter. What did you get?
I'm
Oh,
strawberry.
strawberry. He likes strawberries too. Chocolate is his favorite, but he really loves strawberries. So would you say chocolate ice cream is your favorite and strawberries next?
Mhm.
Yeah. Anyway, y'all, I love y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this marriage talk. If you have any questions, email me at angieandreallife@gmail.com for the next marriage matters. For the next marriage matters. That's what we'll call this segment. Marriage matters. 20 years after marriage. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I love you all. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Don't forget to go back and watch yesterday's vlog. And please thumbs it up and share it out. A new vlog will be out for you tomorrow. Y'all, I'm catching up. So I'm behind. So you guys are getting vlogs from May. So I'm clearing out my phone. So the next vlog you'll get is from Mother's Day. The one that you guys got before that was like the weekend before that. So I got so many vlogs that are coming out, and so I'm trying to keep them in sequential order because I said certain things in certain vlogs, and if I put them out of order, it's not gonna make sense. And so um that's what's coming up next. You'll have Mother's Day coming out on tomorrow's vlog. So thank you guys for all your support. Thank you. I love you guys. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, share me out. Y'all already know what to do. Y'all already know what to do. One what you make happen for others, God will make happen for you. One water, one planet, but it's Almighty God that gives the increase. It is in Him, y'all, that we live. It is in Him that we move, and we can do nothing without Him. So y'all already know what to do. In the meantime, between time, comment below. Live, baby, live. I love you guys. See you guys later. Enjoy your day and stay warm. I mean, I keep saying stay warm, but I want you guys to stay cool. Because my iced tea has melted. Y'all see that? But guess what I got out here? That's keeping me on the rocks. I got old Stanley, Stanley. I'm having an affair with my husband. And his name is Stanley. All right, guys. I love y'all. And I'll see y'all later.